Hey, hello everybody, it's Strand here, I'm back on Library of Ruina. Last time we defeated Xiao, who was our last reception of the Starry City level, and now we are back in the library and we have to beat some abnormalities. I decided to beat Hokma's Story abnormality, which will be the Blue Star. Another elf abnormality, I think it is our second elf abnormality that isn't a floralization abnormality, which is kind of cool. And I have a team here which is composed mainly of, not really mainly, entirely of the people that are gotten in Starry City Row 3, so it is kind of the best possible team right now. And let's just enter the book of the Blue Star and let's see what do we have to do there. So I've tried this fight once and I just forfeited it because I kinda didn't care to get near the end, but what I know about this fight is that here is a real enemy shrine to the Blue Star, 1000 HP and stagger resistance, but it cannot be targeted. The only way to make it lose HP is stagger characters, which are these worshippers. And every time someone is staggered, the shrine kills them and loses 10% of max HP, meaning that you'll have to fight, kill or stagger for 10 people, but there are only 4 right now. That is what I wanted to say. Now for its other passive abilities, the secret cannot be targeted, immune to status elements, of course. Sound of a Star, starting with the search scene, the shrine to the Blue Star uses a master page every 3 scenes. Also we can see that the Blue Star itself is in the background, so we are not fighting the actual abnormality, we are only fighting its followers, which is kind of weird. The Blue Gleam of Hope. If a worshipper dies from the effect of Into the Star's Embrace, all librarians recover stagger resist and all worshippers take stagger damage. And the same goes the other way, but I think Into the Star's Embrace is a mass attack page, so I guess it will also target the enemies. Now, every worshipper is immune to every kind of physical damage and ineffective to 2 types of stagger resist and has a 1 fatal stagger resistance. Also, let's see their passive abilities. I can hear the sound of the star. Uses a special combat page and scenes when the shrine to the Blue Star uses a mass attack page. If character stagger resist is 40% or lower, instead use a page that causes this character to self-destruct. So okay, I guess if they self-destruct themselves, the shrine won't go down in health, so we'll have to get them staggered before the actual mass attack happens. Or keep them at higher than 40% stagger resistance so they don't kill themselves. Martyrs, if there are less than 4 worshippers present at the start of the scene, a worshipper is spawned, so yeah, that will help us kill 10 of them. They don't have really high stats. With 80 stagger resistance it will be pretty easy to deal enough stagger damage to kill them, but we'll have to use a certain attack type. And Robotia is probably the best page to do that. So 2 of them are weak to piercing, 1 is weak to blunt, and 1 is weak to slashing. And we really want to attack the slashing one with our purple tier, as she is in slashing stance and can do a lot of slashing damage. I say let's go for the city on for the star and something like Violet Blade. No, we can't go for Violet Blade yet. I guess let's go for multi-slash here just so we can get light and pages. These attacks we have execute for that, even though this worshipper is not weak to slash and damage, that will win the clash and that's alright. Now the city can give us pages and light. A Shell's page is pretty weird because I think every scene it changes into a new stance, and is it every emotion level? I don't know, but at emotion level 4 I think, no, 2 or higher, manifests ego, which is pretty cool because we get a lot of master pages that can help us a lot against these people. Knowing that two of them are weak to piercing, a certain master page that deals a lot of damage can help us a lot. Also, we cannot retake this with execute. I've just seen that, so let's search for another page like that. I don't think that exists, but we can go for execute on this for the star. Also, we should not forget about these prescripts. Let's give them to Neville here, who is our purple tier. Now there are a lot of attacks. Well, Sealers. We can go for Beyond here, which also will give us a block counter die. A Phase Never On. Once again, a very strong page here. I think let's go for Violent Flame on this for the star, and we'll retake our Phase Never On with Battle Command. Or actually, rather, let's go for Quick Suppression, even though we'll probably lose the Clash. I kind of want to get Charge and then draw pages here. Slash and Blunt, so let's attack this one. Nice, we won one of these clashes. And we won the clashes here. Okay, everything is going alright right now. Beyond does his job. Okay, now we took a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, we lost both clashes here, which is unfortunate. But we did get the leap out, so yeah. And we lost the clash with counter dice. Well, that's a problem. Now the Primality pages. The Primality pages are pretty weird in Hokma, so I don't know what to do here. I mean, I can go for attention and focus and then just go for block stance on Neville, but I feel like just dealing fatal damage to enemies will still be better. So it's either Lean Body Wings or Left Stall, and really doing any physical damage is not an option here because we'll barely do any damage, so I guess this is Stall. It's also not that great, but let's just give it to Hokma. We've got a lot of pages here, and also a lot of attacks attacking us. No, only two, that's not a lot. Now I think let's attack this worshipper and stagger him now. So let's go for Fire Dragon Slash here, as well as Will of the City. We'll clash with Absorb Impact as it has higher rolls than Will of the City. We'll go for Quick Suppression on this for the start, so we can get some charge. Charge is very useful for us. Draw one page. Let's draw one page on... We can get Beyond here, and we also have Multi-Slash, so I think let's draw a page on Nikolai. That is Disposal, which isn't that great, but it is still alright. Now for the actual clashes themselves. For the star, okay. Weak to Piercing, weak to Blunt. Let's go for Will's Prescript on this for the star. Then I guess let's go for Multi-Slash just so we can get light. We also know we can go for Vapor on that. A very easy Vapor. And we can't go for Violet Blade, so let's go for Serpent Stone's third technique. Well, I actually wanted to stagger this one, and I don't think that what we have here will be enough. So maybe let's attack here. We'll take a couple of attacks, but I think it's alright, knowing that Jan is fully endured to Blunt, and Puppeteer has endurance to Blunt stagger. Okay. A lot of damage here, that's 15. Wow, we are doing a lot of damage already. And we staggered, nice. We took 6 damage in total there. Now all the other attacks are useless. Nice, some fatal damage here. I guess it means that he'll go for a self-destruct attack next scene, right? Yeah, this happens, and now we have to fight a fight against a mass attack. 2020 summation, the music has been cut off. Like in lobotomy corporation, the blue star cuts off the music. Here we have here sound of a star, and we'll soon meet again as stars. I guess let's use battle command and target his sound of a star. Let's also attack this one with energy conversion. And the mass attack targets this die, so let's go for either emotional turbulence or fire dragon slash. I think turbulence has higher rolls anyway, so I guess let's go for that. What are the attacks in this die? There are a couple of them. Okay, let's go for emotional turbulence here. And we'll go for fire dragon slash on this one. We have Baleful Brand to fight against Sound of a Star. I think we have a chance at beating the Claire, so it's alright. Okay, we'll use it here so we can get a stagger out. Here is Sound of a Star once again. We have to use slash and damage, so we can go for execute easily here. Well, this is a problem. I can probably change to Bunting Stance and use a duel if it shows up. Please do duel. Okay, we have Great Serpent's Impact, which is also pretty strong. So the problem is this will soon meet at stars, because on hit these characters, dice change target stagger resistances to fatal for the next scene. I'm very dumb for changing stances because I could have used Violet Blade on this one. But I guess we'll have him kill himself and do a lot of damage to Neville. So that was a mistake already. Let's go for Great Serpent's Impact here, and I guess Smoking Pipe so we just don't take too much damage. And that's it. Nobody took damage from Sound of a Star, which is great. Okay, we do some damage here. That's nice. We actually tied? Wow, that's so lucky. Oh, because he had paralysis. That's why he rolled lower than he should have. Nice. So now we once again do a lot of damage. Counter dice do work. And time, I really don't want to go for time. Intention and focus. Okay. I don't know about this one. I guess let's give that to Purple. Okay, you can see that Xiao's page has changed and now Hokma looks a bit different. He has the Xiao how is it called? The incomplete ego, right? Now here we can go for Fire Dragon Slash and Multi Slash to stagger that worshipper. Now we can go for Distorted Blade here, but I think it's not the greatest idea I've ever had. Here we have Quick Suppression for the start. Let's go for Quick Suppression here. Another attack, Viral Sinners. Let's go for the impact on that. For the star we can go for Trace of Fumes and deal a lot of damage if it all connects. I think it will because we have Planting Stance. Okay, I think we can do this and then go for lots of senses so we can draw pages here. Yeah, it will be a great idea to go for Trace of Fumes as a one-sided attack and then lots of senses so we have 3 smoke on them for sure. Our fate is never wrong. Let's go for some preparation on that because it has a chance at beating a clash against Our Fate is never wrong. Because it is the exact same clash, but the worshipper has a paralysis. Once again, Our Fate is never wrong. Let's go for Bale for Brand on that. For the star, let's go for Will of the City. This is blunt damage. I guess let's go and do it here. No, I think... Who won't get staggered? I think this one won't get staggered here. So we want to get some smoke. Okay, we connected both attacks, meaning that they have 3 smoke now, and they're also staggered. Okay. Almost staggered this one. Lots of Senses deals enormous amounts of fatal stagger damage. Nice, we actually staggered this one too. Okay, we are slowly staggering everyone. Inhale Smoke also deals some damage. Fatal 2 damage, really. Silence. Just not full page, but I guess let's give that to someone. I don't know who would benefit from silence. Oh, I actually realized that I forgot to use Jan's prescripts here. That was a mistake. Light and protection, stagger protection. So they're staggered, but it didn't even kill the worshippers. Okay. Let's give 1 light to Neville. Who will go for guidance of the gears on this worshipper. And you can inhale smoke here for light and smoking pipe for light, inhale smoke for smoke and 1 damage. Now for the star clashes with figure suppression and let's use Graze the Grass twice here. For the star will clash with Will the Prescript. Our Fate Never Wrong will clash with Emotion Turbulence, and we can finally set up an unlock. Actually, a couple unlocks. But what do you want to clash it with? I guess let's go for Graze the Grass from Nikolai. Okay, we just barely lost the clash. We actually won the clash against our faces never won, which is great. Okay, we tied the clash. We finally stopped some unlocks and we actually stagger another character. That's 55 stagger damage, it's insane. And we are back here. Now nobody uses a self-destruct page, which is great for us, I think. We are at 20 charge. I guess let's use disposal here on this worshipper's attack. We can go for either Be On or Fire Dragon Slash. I think Fire Dragon Slash has higher summation, but Be On also will help us quite a bit because it draws 2 pages at once. Now let's go for Graze the Grass here. I guess I'll go for some preparation on this Surge of a Star, and then we'll recover some light. Great Serpent's Impact here, and I think we'll go for anything else, just for leap on this here, the Surge of a Star. Also, I think it's time to change stances next scene from blunting to slashing, as I don't have a lot of page draw on blunting stance, but slashing stance has a lot of that. I've actually built slashing stance around join pages. Everyone beats Clash with the Master. They actually won the first Clash here, I didn't expect that. Nice, a lot of damage. Would be done if they weren't ineffective. Okay. Multi-slash staggers, meaning that we'll kill another one. We take some damage here. Disposal will do enormous amount of stagger damage, which is great for us. Nice. 2 of them should be dead here, so the shrine should be at 400 HP, but it's not. I guess it cannot eat 2 at once, but I'm not sure. Hokma is stuck at emotion level 3 for some reason. Let's go for 5 Dragon Slash on this Viral Sinners. For the start, let's go for Violent Flame. No, actually, Will the City. We have unlocked 2 here. We'll throw that out too. That doesn't really mean anything. Let's give light to Hokma too. And we can finally go for Distorted Blade. What should I actually? I mean, I'll stagger this one for sure. No, I think let's actually use some normal pages like Baleful Brand here or here, and we'll execute that. So we have execute against Viral Sinners, which is pretty nice clash for us, knowing that we also have 1 strength. Unlock 3 will help us a lot with light, as well as Graze the Grass. Our faith is never on. Let's go for battle comment on that, and also a energy conversion so we can get light and pages too. Now I think we can pull the trick of Trace the Fumes into Loss of Senses once again. Well, not really. I think we'll be alright. They have paralysis, it's alright. Maybe I should actually change stances, I don't know. No, I think let's tank 1 attack with our face. Okay. Beasley wins those clashes. That's actually a stagger from 1 attack. Okay, Unlock rolled an 8 on the second clash, how the fuck? Belfon Brand staggered, nice. So this execute wasn't even needed. Now we win the clashes here. We do insane amounts of staggered damage to a staggered person. Almost staggered another one here. Maybe we will. No, we actually did. That's nice. It actually took 3 lives at once, so it can do it. Hokma has his class master pages, and wasn't Touchy a piercing attack when I last used it, no? Maybe it is a random... Okay. Well, that makes everything a bit worse, as 2 of them are always weak to piercing. I guess let's go for Pulao. And Yazi. As well as unlock 3 and graze the grass. No, actually let's go for Violent Flame so we can inflict insane amounts of burn just for fun. For the style, let's go for some decoration here. Maybe we'll set a multi-slash. No, I'll set it here. Also build the city. Let's finally change into slashing stance. Use fill the city here. And multi-slash as well as unlock. For this, for the start, we'll use quick suppression. Then let's retake a clash with another quick suppression. No, it isn't the clash that I really want to retake. Let's go for that. And let's just graze the grass, I guess. Yeah, Z beats the first clash as well as the second one. Nice. Pulao does the same. I thought the debuffs would come on this scene, but they're on the next one, so that wasn't the smartest use of Pulao, but it's alright. We almost have one of them staggered. Also, they have like 16, 12 to 16 burning them. This one only has 8 or 8. Okay, can we stagger? I don't think we can. Okay, we did here, that's nice. Multi slash also staggered, meaning that we'll end this fight right now. Okay. Blue Star is pretty cool. I like how instead of fighting Blue Star, and I think the fight with Blue Star itself would be just mass tech page after mass tech page, they decided to make us fight the worshippers, because in Backland Bottom Corporation we heard that there were people building shrines to the Blue Star, and now we had to fight the shrine itself. A pretty cool fight. It's kind of easy, but I liked it a lot. Also, when the music cut out, it really hit home with the Lobotomy Corporation's music also being cut out. Okay, now for the abnormality pages. It has 3 abnormality pages as usual. All of them are tier 2, which is nice because we only had a silence tier 2 page, which was absolutely awful. So the first page is Martyr. It is a tier 2 breakdown page, which is used on single ally. Add a Martyr page to hand. Cost 1 on play for this scene, deal 2 to 4 bonus stagger damage with attacks, but take 2 damage to the successful attack. So we can deal a lot of stagger damage, but take a lot of physical damage. I don't think that for a tier 2 it is strong enough. It is only 1 cost, but I think we shouldn't give up that much HP. But also with Mind Hollow, Health Hollow, this only means deal 2 to 4 bonus stagger damage, which is kind of nice. Penance is the second breakdown page, which is also tier 2 and is also used on a single ally. If any character is staggered at the start of the scene, they take 3 to 7 damage and all allies gain 1 strength for the scene. Multiple staggered characters do not give more strength. I don't know why this would be used on a single ally. Oh, okay. it has more of a all allies buff. But penance seems to be like pretty useful. 3 to 7 damage, and we can give that to Yan to get even more strength on him. And a third page, which is finally an awakening page, also tier 2, and it is used on all allies. All allies deal 2 to 4 additional stagger damage for the scene. The effect of this page activates every scene afterwards. I think 3 scenes for 2 to 4 additional stagger damage is not that great. It was like 2 scenes, it would be nice. Like every other scene would be really good. But these pages kind of seem a bit weaker than they should. Like penance is alright. Penance is definitely nice if you want to stagger enemies. Martyr, with Health Hollow it is just 2 to 4 bonus stagger damage. Without it is kind of a waste. Methodic Sound, it is very underwhelming for a tier 2. A tier 1 would be great, like this, because we can use it early on in the fight. A tier 2 would be like in the middle of the fight when half of your team is already dead and you use Nostalgic Sound. All you have is dealing 2 to 4 additional stagger damage every 6 rounds, so it's like, it's weak.
생각보다 자주 얼굴을 비치는 건
내가 오는 게 달가울 거란 생각은 안 해.
그건 편할 대로 생각해도 좋아. 용건은
듣고 싶은 이야기가 있어, 호크마.
이 도서관의 관장인 네가 모르는 게 있다면 무엇이지?
이곳에 대해 어떻게 생각하는지.
So she goes around checking reviews.
시답지 않은 조언이라도 들으러 온 셈인가?
내키지 않는다면 답하지 않아도 좋아.
내가 볼 땐 이곳은 연옥이다.
Really?
지옥이라고 생각하는 게 아니라?
초대장을 통해 이곳에 발을 디딘 손님은 그 순간 양자화가 되어 복사하지. 그들의 삶이 책으로 펼쳐질 준비를 하는 거야. 하지만 이곳에서 숨을 다해도 그건 실제로 죽는 게.
Yeah, they actually don't die. I think knowing that people like Xiao and Philip tried to get the books of their friends back, maybe you can actually revive a person from a book if you get your hands on it. Or not. Or you can just get the armor and weapons and abilities.
이곳은 모의 실험을 하는 것과 비슷한 가상.
잘 알고 있군. 그들의 기억과 지식을 내놓은 채 영원한 잠이 드는 것뿐이지. 엔젤라, 넌 왜 그들을 놓아주지 않고 있나?
I mean, true. You could have let like she could have let like very weak people go already because they don't pose a threat to the library and. Well, I think they know something about the library, right? They've been here, but at this point, it's the start of the city, or even Impurity Civitatis. So really, everyone knows about the library, right?
손님들의 목숨이 끊기지 않는 건 네가 고민하고 있다는 뜻이겠지.
Actually, if the game ends with Angela letting everyone go, it would be pretty cool. It would be like a happy end. Or in Project Moon style, she would kill everyone and everything.
그러게. 왜 놓아주지 못할까? 왜 고민하고 있을까? 너를 포함한 모두와 나는 빛으로 빚어진 존재야. 그렇기에 도서관 밖으로 나갈 수 없고 이곳에서만 존재할 수 있어.
She means we as the Sephiroth, the patron librarians, right? Because I'm pretty sure Roland will be just fine outside of the library.
그리고 난 이 제약을 풀고 싶은 거고. 이곳에 있는 모두가 다시 살아나거나 전부 죽어버리거나 둘 중 하나겠지.
극단적인 선택의 무게가 너무 버겁다고 생각해 본 적은 없는가?
모르겠네. 그래도 내가 선택한 길이니까 끝까지.
무한한 공간에서 헤매지 않는 법. 의미 있는 책은 어디에 있는가? 나에게 필요한 책은 어디에 있는가? 과연 정말로 나에게 필요한 책일까? 이 막막한 삶의 공간에서 나침반이 되는 건 믿음뿐이야. 믿음이 없다면 길이 있어도 앞으로 나아갈 수 없지.
I really enjoy how the librarians talk a lot about something which their floor is named after. Like his floor is the floor of religion, and he talks a lot about faith. Also, his abnormalities are about faith too. Faith, death, inevitability of death, like it's pretty cool. The symbolism of the game is just insane. And the fact that they managed to put abnormalities that they put in lobotomy corporation just because they look scary here and sorted them in such a way is really cool. It just shows how much Project Moon care about their games.
당장 그 길이 어떤 위험성을 품고 있는지 알.
그래. 그리고 모두가 찾아 헤매는 어딘가에 있을 자신을 위한 단 하나의 책. 네 믿음은 여전히 굳건한가?
아마도.
처음과는 달리 왜 확신하지 못하지?
글쎄, 나도 이제 나를 모르겠어.
She's becoming more human, and I guess she's hesitating on her past decisions.
호크마, 넌 정말 존재한다고 믿어?
내 의견은 중요치 않아.
그렇겠지.
엔젤라, 종교란 믿음이다. 단 하나의 책은 믿음이 있기에 존재할 수 있는 거야. 믿음이 무너질 때 도서관도 함께 무너질 거고.
믿기에 존재할 수 있다고?
종교에서 믿음의 깊이는 개인마다 다름이 분명해. 누가 뭐래도 광인에게 그 믿음은 진실이지. 있다고 믿는 게 아니라 믿기에 존재하는 거다. 그리고 그 믿음이 깨질 때 대부분 영혼의 숨은 끊어져.
Wow.
누군가가 믿어주지 않아서 존재 이유가 없어진 것은 그대로. 하지만 엔젤라, 넌 아직 숨이 끊어지지 않았다. 나처럼 아이씨를 믿었다가 배신당했지만 오히려 새롭게 자신의 발로 걸어가려고 하지. 넌 어쩌면 자신과 같은 처지인 사서, 그리고 환상체 모두 만들어진 무대가 아니라
Yeah, she did say.
주체로서 삶을 살길 원하는지도 모르겠군.
So I guess this fight should have been started before we got into Impurity, so Hokma tells her that maybe she wants to make abnormalities free, and then she tells that Roland that yeah, maybe she does.
카르멘이나 아인 그 누구에게도 삶을 맡기지 않고 자신의 발로 살 수 있도록.
인제 와서 사람 좋은 소리를 하는 거야?
받아들이기 나름이지. 정말 아이러니해. 아인 씨와 내가 엔젤라 너에게 무책임하게 생명을 부여해 창조했는데 이제는 네가 무책임하게 삶을 주려 하다니.
It really is.
말은 그렇게 하면서 결국 나를 막을 생각이잖아.
그건 네 선택에 달렸지. 그때까지는 널 믿을 거고.
I like Hokma's point of view where he is always a sentinel of some sort. He just believes that the person he has to work under is absolutely right, and he trusts them. We've seen that in Lobotomy Corporation, and we see it again in Library of Ruina. And that's consistency.
난 가볼게.
Okay, one citizen librarian, and we can. Oh fuck, we have to update the complete book of Nikolai. Our next fight will probably be Floor of Religions for realization, because yeah, it is a floor realization. As you can see, it requires you to completely realize the flow of art, and it will give you 2 abnormalities at once. Actually, Bina has 2 abnormalities here, but as far as I know, there is only Apocalypse Bird, so it will give you 6 pages at once. So yeah, for now that's it, and I'll be farming the complete book of Nikolai, and I'll make another video shortly. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. Goodbye!